Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down, Overstreet, and incomplete to open things up. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Overstreet. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Let's go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Overstreet. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Overstreet. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Overstreet. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Here's a a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick pass out to Aguilar. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his target.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in it.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Wentz now on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now Wentz. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, he's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Waiting. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Throwing is Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Overstreet. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Overstreet. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Corey Vedvik now set to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now Wentz. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? But this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Slay.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Overstreet going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Wentz now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. This is brought in by Gibson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Wentz to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Going deep for Diggs. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 16-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 84 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Off the play fake. Overstreet. Going deep for Diggs. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
26-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Overstreet. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 180. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And he fields it cleanly. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll try the left side. Cleveland. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 38, Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Here we go. Tight right, Roger.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 54, Mike, 54. You remember me?
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Let's get it. Mike. 180.
It's been a long day for you.
He's coming.
On 3rd down, Cleveland. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here we go. Waiting.
I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
120.
I don't think you got it, son.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Cleveland. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, check.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 14. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good play.
And it's a fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A toss to Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
368.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Dalton's pass intended for Adam Thielen. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll run on 1st down. Cleveland. And he's got this down to the 35. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Wentz. Aguilar has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And Dalton to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Dalton going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing, Dalton, looking deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cleveland. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard. Line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 99.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Vikings take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together some Eagle pressure? Too much this time. Down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Overstreet. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Adam Thielen. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. On 4th down, Overstreet. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Back to throw. Overstreet. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philly.